you guys might want to record this. Make sure you're recording this or screen recording it or something so that you guys get it. It came to my attention that a DJ basically said that a lot of the pioneers in hip hop they're dusty, or how can they be the pure person that invented hip hop? Let me explain something to you and say this for you guys. Don't confuse someone's ability to develop a business model. Don't conflate. In other words, don't think just because somebody knows how to get money or fails to get money that they didn't make a contribution to the culture. No one discusses Miles Davis's bank account. We don't talk about John Coltrane's bank account. We don't talk about a lot of even rock musicians, a lot of them. We don't talk about their bank accounts. A lot of great country artists, we don't talk about their bank accounts. This idea that you have to have money or else you don't have any value, it's a misinformed way of looking at the world and the culture. Just because a couple of these guys and girls and people out here made songs and made music and made contributions to this culture, or even dancers danced and made these contributions to culture, just because they didn't get rich, just because they weren't able to pile up millions or billions of dollars, does not mean that they didn't make a contribution to this culture. That does not mean that they didn't do something. They created an industry that we all ate off of. They created an industry that you eat off of. When you go out there and you go monetize your brand, when you go get your whatever and do what you got to do to build your career, when you go out there and negotiate your deals and negotiate your checks and talk tough, guess what? That money, that bread, that food that you eating was created by those same people that you disrespected. Don't ever, ever, ever confuse being rich with making a contribution to our culture. Don't ever play yourself like that again. Because trust me, you playing yourself. Because without these dudes and these girls who started this hip hop culture, a lot of the guys that's out there talking tough, you wouldn't even have a career. We'd be on the corner with a beer, talking about what's the next move we gonna make.
Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Like you wouldn't know shit if we didn't come in here and show y'all this. If we didn't lose, you niggas wouldn't be winning. Period. For a motherfucker to sit up there and talk about how broke a nigga is or what he don't got and how much money they do got, nigga, you need to be the shit slapped out your ass, because you think, a lot of these niggas think that because they got money, that they a real nigga. You know how many bitch ass rich niggas it is out here? A lot. A lot of bitch ass niggas with money is out here. A whole lot of them. Don't ever get it fucked up. Just cause you got a little money, nigga, don't mean you the realest nigga alive. You can still get your ass beat and your money took, nigga. You can lose that shit in a tussle, nigga. Who the fuck you think you is?
Akademiks recently said during a stream on Twitch.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Them old rappers, man, them niggas, bro, have you seen any of these old rappers who will be like, yo, they're the foundation of hip hop, really living good? Them niggas be looking really dusty. I kid you not. And none of y'all try to comfort me because I don't fuck with y'all niggas either. So I'm just tell y'all the truth. I be looking like, every time there be like an old nigga talking about hip hop, you be like, yo, bro, you sure you invented this? Because everybody else living better than you.
So because supposedly older rappers are out here looking dusty and broke, they don't mean anything to hip hop and we shouldn't respect them.
Yeah, but that is the type of mentality that you get for somebody who truly doesn't respect the history of what it is they're propagating currently. They don't respect the trailblazers. They don't respect the path that had to be taken to even get there. They're reaping the fruit of the labor that the guys that came generations before them put down, But that's all they ever know. They've only ever known the sweetness of the fruit that they were able to bear from a tree that was planted years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to plant that.
Yeah.
Right? You have done absolutely nothing to affect the culture in hip hop. Not a thing. Nothing.
You've destroyed more than
I was gonna say
help
your
grow.
lasting impact on hip hop is decidedly negative. There's nothing positive that you can point to your contribution to rap or hip hop that is significant in any way. How could you ever say that to somebody like that? To LL? Like, to anybody of that stature. Anybody who, first of all, anybody who's ever put a pen to paper and then stood up to a mic and put it on wax. What do? You stream. You're a streamer, bro.
Yeah.
You've done more for social media than you've ever done for rap. You've done more for social media than you've ever done for the culture. Fam.
Yes.
Stop.
1000%.
Stop. You do not have a license to speak like this. No one has anointed you. No one has certified you. Your biggest cheerleader is a snitch.
You're not even a DJ. That should be said.
Fam, your most iconic moments is getting yelled at by Joe Budden or almost getting beat up by various rappers.
Namely Vic Mensa.
That's your legacy, fam.
Mm-hmm.
And to have that type of track record, but to be so confident to speak on legends. But I blame y'all. I blame you. I blame y'all because y'all give him license to do that. You give these forgive me. I guess I'm disrespecting some of my peers right now, but these internet geeks get out here and tell you what's supposed to be what. Right? As if they created it, as if they're the rule setters. They're the gatekeepers all of a sudden now.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all been letting them rock for so long, and now all of a sudden we starting to hear what they fucking talking about. It's like, well, that ain't right. That ain't how I know it. Wait. What is he talking about? Wait. Hold on. Wait. No, it's too late. He feel like he the man now.
We've gotten to this weird point in rap to where it has gotten cool to disrespect those who came before, and it's just, I do not understand it. With the whole, Lil Pump was saying fuck J. Cole, and that's not even that, like, you're not even talking about the people way before that, but like, we just gotten to this point where it's just become a cool thing to shit on people and shit on, like, Big wasn't that dope, or if Pac was here, he wouldn't be doing anything right now. Like, I don't understand
that
where
in itself is a genre. The revisionist history genre is at its all-time high. The idea of trying to go back and relitigate people's history. It is a thing. Since canceling became a thing, combing through people's records and history has become a thing. And so the idea that people go back and overanalyze certain points of people's careers to set their own points about them. Like, oh man, well, I've never really liked this person anyways, but now I got all this other information that I can put together and skew to make it seem a different way.
Well, some of it is based on people who are completely ignorant to Pac's work, for example. Like, there's one thing for, like, Funk Flex, for example, to say, oh, Pac, blah, 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 blah. But there's another thing for a person
He lied to you!
You know what I mean?
He lied! Y'all niggas worship him!
But there's another thing for, a kid who never even grew up on Pac's music and doesn't know his contribution to the game to say that Pac wasn't anybody. It's two completely different things. But ultimately, both sides will contribute to the death of hip hop, or at least the death of hip hop as the number one genre, contributing to,
I don't think that'll ever happen. It'll change. It definitely will change. I don't think it'll ever not be the number one genre in music.
But it'll be so removed from actual hip hop, it might as well be a completely different genre.
It may be unrecognizable, absolutely. But the urbanness, the blackness of hip hop, that part of it, they'll never stop selling black.
Oh,
if it wasn't a black person on this earth, they'd still be selling it.
Yeah,
trying to at least.
Oh, 1000%. And like we were discussing earlier, I mean, TikTok is proof of that.
Yeah, literally, it's an app built on stealing things from black children, preteens.
Yeah, they'll find any way to come up underneath a black creator.
Oh, it's a
or
popular
musician.
dance. Let me see if I can find a white kid doing it. Boop. Repost 1,000,000 times.
Like, that's cool, but I want to see somebody like me do it. So, sorry.
Oh, your voice sounds so cool. Let me dub it and put it on my mouth.
Or let me have a white cartoon character say the same thing instead of
It's
that black
modern day
person.
minstrelsy. It's like they get to actually be black without being black.
Yeah. We've been here before, but all of that shit is going to create the death of hip hop as we know it.
I don't know. So I guess I have seen a bit of a positive flow because acts like Lil Pump, Smoke, Perp, those guys have fizzled,
gone.
Yeah, sensationally. Just even your boy Duke, he has been absolutely nowhere. There has been a little bit of hope in seeing that none of those guys actually lasted. Like nobody out of that class. Blueface is probably the only one, and I don't think he's surviving because of music. I think
It's
he's surviving
everything
because
around. It's the spectacle.
punching, punching his girlfriend constantly, and her
Beating up
punching him.
beating up his girlfriend's family.
Like they all fighting over there. She whooping his ass. He whooping her family's ass. He pulling her hair out. It's a mess over there, boy.
It's the clout of it all.
Yeah. He
is
fighting the
what-
celebrity boxing matches in between. He got a lot of shit going on. But that shit has to slow down because it's only going to lead you to hurting yourself or landing in jail.
Yeah.
So
And all that clout shit is fast money. It's fleeting, which is why.
and it always leads to a crash. You can't live your life like that, fam.
Yeah.
That's chaos. You are going to crash.
Yep.
But
Yep.
point is, nobody out of that era of music has really made it or sustained it.
Of course not.
So
Because also their music
So-
wasn't good to begin with.
maybe there's hope that we can, rebuild some of these gates without the inclusion of these internet streamers. Listen, if you were Twitch streamers, I have no disrespect to them, much respect to them. But your lane is not decidedly through hip hop. There may be some intersection there. It may cross through. Obviously, a lot of hip hop fans enjoy Twitch. But the way that you digest and analyze content is not fit for hip hop. It's not. It's not built for hip hop. The way that you want to analyze the game, is not hip hop. The way that you want to quantify the game is not hip hop. What you do on those streams to garner views is not hip hop. Certain lanes for certain folks. Stay in yours.
Yes,
Stay
absolutely.
in yours.
Any other thoughts on people disrespecting the OGs?
Oh man, it's a sad day. Sad day. Gatekeeper registrations. We'll start printing them off.
1,000%.
Posting them in a neighborhood near you.
Act doesn't get one.
Give us your thoughts. Make sure you tell us in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe as well. And come back next week for more videos.
And make sure you check out our video on the VR rapper, the virtual reality rapper. I think that's the most closest thing that we have to this one. And make sure you subscribe for more because we like to talk about things going on in the hip hop community.